Now, HTC claims this phone has 4 big disruptors, and I agree, but I think the biggest one is in the camera and the optics of the phone. A brand new technology, ultra pixels that can absorb 300% more light per pixel. Now, is this really the best camera phone in the world? We're going to pit it against, like I said right in the beginning, the top 4 other camera phones in the world. Will the HTC One win this battle? Well, we got Hemant Khandelwal, a very, very famous photographer, to actually do this test for us. Now, this is going to be a battle of epic proportions because not only are we going to test every phone, we're going to test it in very different conditions each time.
Time for a big shootout today. In my professional life, I've only used DSLRs, but this is going to be different. We're going to test these phones in 4 different situations, and I'm very excited to find out which one has the best camera. We're going to start with action sequence because capturing movement can be very, very tricky. So let's get going. I'm starting with iPhone 5 action sequence. We got a pretty sharp picture. Now we have this Sony Xperia Z. Yeah, let's see. When I press the shutter and the picture is captured. So overall picture I would say is nice. HTC One. Picture quality is very, very good and sharp. And exposure is excellent as compared to other phones. Samsung Note 2. It's a bit blurred when I enlarge it. Otherwise, the picture quality is okay. Nokia Lumia 920. I find the picture a bit underexposed. As you enter a showroom, you want to take some pictures. So we'll see now. We have Soumya with us, and we'll see how she looks in the camera. Different 5 phones we have. We're shooting with Sony Xperia Z, and here we go. The colors are not saturated here. So now we have iPhone 5, and we're shooting Soumya. With the same distance, same everything. Colors are so much better in saturated. HTC One. And the same frame, same everything with Soumya. Picture is nice. Now we have Nokia Lumia 920. A little underexposed, and it has a blue cast. We have the Samsung Note 2, and we're shooting again. Picture is nice. So now we're going to test these smartphones for color, bleeding and saturation. Nokia Lumia does, right? The sharpness is not very good, but the colors don't bleed. Sony Xperia Z. It's a very dull picture as compared to the actual stuff we have here at the store. Samsung Note 2, and let's see how this performs. It's a little underexposed for my liking, and but the colors are intact. iPhone 5 and the best of the lot, HTC One, and let's see the results. Colors are nice, but a little off, but it's much better than many of the phones I've used. So we are on this now low light situation where we are going to test all the smartphones. Samsung Note 2. It's not a great picture because as you can see the whole light has become one block and you can't see individual candles at all. Now we have Nokia Lumia 920 and we'll check for the low light situation. As you can see, you can differentiate between the candles, so it's a great picture. HTC One. There's a lot of noise in this picture, otherwise you can differentiate between the candles. So overall picture I would say is nice. iPhone 5. Very natural picture. Sony Xperia Z. Candles are completely burned out as you can see. And there's a lot of noise in the picture.
You know, I have to say I'm very excited about this because now that we've got Hemant to go out there, you've seen what he was doing. The verdict, the result is something I cannot wait for. And if you're like me, we need to speak to Hemant right now. Hemant, welcome back. First of all, how much was a nightmare did we put you into?
Frankly speaking, it was a bit of a,
It has to be. I mean, I can't handle one. You took out 5 and then what did they do? 4 or 5 different areas and settings and everything else. That looked like you were doing it for the last 20 days.
It was like a jigsaw puzzle, like 4 different settings and 5 phones and managing each other's, pros and cons. It was too much.
Maybe 2 or 3 years back we met on the show and I asked you, can a camera phone catch up with a normal point and shoot? You said yes, very soon.
Yeah.
But it hadn't happened at that time. Has it now?
This is good enough, I think.
As those, okay.
Yeah, because the sales all over the world is going down of point and shoot,
right,
as you know. And so these phones...
The villain is these guys, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. These phones really are the cutting edge represented in camera phones.
Yeah.
What do you think these companies need to do from here?
What I would say, for a user experience, the more the experience is closer to a real camera, so more closer they are in terms of sound, in some terms of buttons. Sometimes you have to struggle. In one or two, I had to struggle.
Yeah,
where the
I
button
find
is.
it ridiculous that companies do not, even when they are selling a phone based on their camera ability, are not giving a hard button only for the camera. They still expect a person to press the screen, which will automatically make the camera or the phone move a little. I find that to be really stupid. I don't know what really is wrong with it. Enough teasing everybody. I'm going to show everybody the results. So now do remember, there is no bias in this because just like music, I think pictures, cameras, taking pictures and their results are also very, very personal, right? I mean, what you may love, I may think is a really
subjective,
bad
I would say.
Very subjective, right? So do remember, this is Hemant's study and he's a professional. This is his detailed study of what these 5 camera phones can achieve and what he thought was the best.
And now for the final results. There is a tie at the 3rd position. Samsung Note 2 and Xperia Z both got 25 points, which isn't surprising as both are great camera phones and also give great results. Securing the 2nd position is the Nokia Lumia 920, which performed well with 31 points. In some tasks and situations, the Lumia was better than all the others and it's a great alternative to a standalone camera. And now to the big one. The winner of the big shootout, smartphones that own the best cameras, the iPhone 5 and the HTC One, both come in with 33 points. Thus, Apple's optics as well as HTC's ultra-pixel technology is truly excellent. Both gave startling results and great images.
So thank you, Hemant. Thank you for being with us and thank you for taking us through a very interesting camera phone journey. Thanks.